Hello and welcome to the channel. Today is a video about restoring and servicing the vintage Seiko Seikomatic watch model 6206-8120. The bracelet is in a good shape, but it's not original. The watch is called a Weekdater, and it has a white dial with silver tone hands, applied time markers, and two windows to display date of the week and day of the month. Let's see what's written on the case back. There is a serial number that points to the manufacturing date of March 1966, and the model written there is 6206-8120. There is an image of dolphin as a symbol of some Seiko watches. The watch was marked as a waterproofed, and there is SS writing meaning stainless steel. SS. Let's check if the watches are running. It stops very quickly. Trying again. Now second hand moves longer. But let's open the case and inspect the movement. There is a writing from one of the watchmakers on the case back, dated 2014. Not sure what number 51 stands for. If it is a week of the year, then date 9 doesn't fit in that week, because year has only 52 weeks total. The movement looks nice. The oscillating weight rotates freely, and I'm starting to disassemble the watch. Taking off the oscillating weight, I remove the DiaShock spring and jewels to clean them separately in 99% IPA. There are two screws that hold movement to the holding ring. Now removing the stem. And taking the movement out of the case. The holding ring. Taking out the hands. I want to remove a balance assembly first. The hairspring looks good. Starting to disassemble the automatic works by removing 3 screws. Transmission wheel went out of its bearing, and I'll finish disassembling of this part later. Looks like the mainspring is out of the arbor. There is no tension to unscrew the ratchet wheel. I'm using some stopper to remove the ratchet wheel screw. Now checking the side shake of the mainspring barrel. It looks good, even for the old watch. Removing the screw holding a click spring. And click spring itself. And starting to take off 3 screws holding the train wheel bridge. Next is the sweep second wheel, then the mainspring barrel. The bearing is pretty dirty. Now removing the third wheel and the pallet fork bridge following the pallet fork. Inspecting the pallet jewels for any defects. Next is the escape wheel and the center wheel bridge. I can remove the clutch wheel now. Time to disassemble the dial side of the movement. First I need to release 2 screws holding the dial. Now removing the dial. There is a plastic dial spacer. The dial usually has the manufacturing date written on it. If the date matches the date of watch production, then we can conclude that the dial is original. And it is. This thin dial washer is an old way of preventing the date disc from getting out of this position. In later designs, Seiko used the spring for the same purpose. I am lifting up the hour wheel. Then the date jumper. And now date dial guard. And the minute wheel bridge. Then the minute wheel. And another date dial guard held by 2 screws. There is a date jumper spring that is underneath of the date guard. I need to make sure it wouldn't jump out and fly in unknown direction. It's a very thin spring. Removing the date jumper spring and the date jumper. The date dial Starting to disassemble the keyless works, some small plate, then the setting lever spring, the quick date set corrector, the yoke spring, and the yoke. This plate holding the setting lever axle. Pushing the setting lever axle from its place and removing the setting lever. Disassembling the date driving finger, date intermediate wheel, and date driving wheel. Now lifting up the cannon pinion. It releases the center wheel. Removing the spring and jewels from the shock on the dial side. And collecting them in the small jar with 99% of IPA. Now I will disassemble the automatic works. Removing the guard for transmission wheel. Then the guard for the pole lever, often called a magic lever. And the magic lever itself. Now I will service mainspring barrel. I can see that arbor is out of engagement with the mainspring and is easy to remove. Removing the mainspring. Starting pre-cleaning all parts in preparation for the cleaning in ultrasonic machine. Now I will work on the case, removing the bezel, and the crystal. Crystal has no cracks, just many not so deep scratches, and I will try to restore and save it for use in this watch. Pre-cleaning the case. And removing the bracelet. This is the end of disassembling, and all watch parts are ready for the cleaning in the ultrasonic machine. Thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye.